Hi and welcome to another episode of Gaming with Sims. We are going to be looking at issue 3 of the Mortal Realms today. I have already opened it. In this issue we have got our issue. I've already pulled it apart at the same time, so I've got issue 3 of the Mortal Realms. We get another paint. So we had in issue 2 the base of all our ghoulies, but for the Sigmar army, or the Stormcrows, I think they're called, we've got a gold base now. So we've got our second paint to go with it. You might also see in the background, if you zoom in or carefully, that I have been busy building more models. So we've got some gold. Then we've got our little Gryph-hound, and we've got our 3 castigators. Alright, so this is what we've got in this magazine. So what we'll have a look is, this is the first one which was at the full price if you bought it in stores individually. I think it's still £10 or £15 worth of models, and then you've got a paint, so it's not too bad. So we'll zoom in on the table and then we'll have a look. Alright, so we've got the issue and your models. So let's have a look at some of it. So we've got our normal front page just with what's in. We've also got, if I move it forward, I'll also get our little folder and we can put them in together. So I've just been sorting out the front and last sheets while don't know where else to do it. So in this we have got our first little bit is some background, some Stormcast information. Not surprising because we've got some Stormcast models. So this article is F. So obviously we've had an A and an E so far. So we've got some information which goes in as F. So we've got, if we have a look at it, we've got some of the colour schemes. We have got some more information on them, and we've got the first G. So we've got some more information. That there is a letter, so some numbers after the letters. So obviously this is the first page of that area. So section 3 in this information is to do with warriors. Because it says E and then it's warrior 15. So the warriors we got in issue 1, we've got some information here, but we've got now our little warrior information sheet, castigators. This one's E14, so it goes in front of these, and it's just a bit of information about what you basically get in the area. So we've had our 3 bits of information. I'm not gonna read through it all. But obviously, so we've had one on warriors, we've got one generally on the storm host, and then we've got some more storm host information. Sorry, I can't say better than that. I am reading upside down this point. So then we've got some night horse information. So we've got an A2, so we've got our A1 here. So we've got some more information. So if you look at it here, you can see it all, when you've got pages together, it does sort of feel more bookish, and it goes on nicely with each other. We've obviously got our issue 3 of building models. Now, with these models, they have said, because it's push fit on here, that if you don't, you can literally push them onto the base and they'll stick. But if you don't glue them physically, the last part onto the base, you can pull them off, and then you don't have the big base getting in your way for when you want to paint some finer details. So all the models you'll have from now onwards, if they're on the textured base with holes in it, you don't have to glue them to the base. So I wouldn't glue them to the base, right? When we jump ahead, if we have a look at like issue 6, we got a hero model. This is a generic black 40mm base, no holes. You sort of do have to glue it, but for these easy together push fit, so even the griffin and everything has only 2 holes, even though it's got 4 legs. So you've got 2 plain, 2 normal, and everything literally just can push in. Some of them a bit more tricky than others. All the Stormhost, because they're like big models, that all of them, they're all easy, so they're fine. Some of the others get a bit more tricky, and you just got to be a bit careful with them. Alright, so that's building our Stormcast. We flip through more, and then we've got some more painting information. As you can see, I haven't done any of the painting yet, it says on it. I will be doing this in due course. Let me know if you want their own videos on painting, or whether you want me to cover painting in these little issue information ones. And then we go on to our playthrough. So the playthrough section is the last section of this magazine. We've got 3 pages for it, and then we've got our final page. So that's where we're up to at the moment. We're on our playthrough. So I'm just going to put the folder away. Our playthrough this time, we're still using our little board we got in issue 1. And we're using issue 1's models as well. So we've got our 10. I've got my range stick, and we also need our dice. So we've got our 6 dice. So first of all, we can just set everything up quickly before we read what we have, because we see them on the representative spaces. So there's our 10 little guys there. From the picture, we've got the Gryph-hound here at the front, and then we've got these here. Doesn't make a difference any order at the moment until we get different weapons, and then it will make a difference. Alright, so that's our setup. Then we've got the castigators to attack first. I've got 3 dice, right? 1, 2, 3, because of each castigator, as it says here, gets 1 attack each. So I get 3 dice. Now, the castigators hit on a 3+. However, these have got a special shot, or a special rule, that if they hit on a roll of a 6, they don't do 1 damage, they do D3. So we saw D3 damage in issue 2, that if you roll a 1 or a 2, it's 1 hit. If you get a 3 or a 4, it's 2, and if it's 5 or a 6, it's 3. For reference, there is in the magazine, they've got a little table here just to remind you, but that's how it's. So we'll roll to hit with the 3 castigators first. So I get a 2, a 2, and a 6. So the 2 2s miss because I need a 3+, but I've got a 6. So I roll my 6 again, and I get a 5. I rolled it again because it did D3 hits. So a 5 on a D3 is 3. So I've got 3 points of damage from the castigators. So I go 1, 2, 3, dead. All right. Obviously, I haven't measured range to hit because castigators, they've got bows, they've got range. So then, after the castigators go, the Gryph-hound gets to go. So the Gryph-hound gets to move 3 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it, and the Gryph-hound can hit these 2 models here. It could go to the side 3 inches, it could go here. Doesn't have distance to get to any on this road, but it can hit here. So if I killed 5 with the castigators, the Gryph-hound would have been out of range. So the Gryph-hound gets to move in its 3 inches here, and then the Gryph-hound may make attacks if in base contact. He's in base contact. So the Gryph-hound gets 2 attacks with its beak and claws. So I've got 2 dice from my Gryph-hound. The Gryph-hound is a 3+ to hit, and it's just a straight 3+ to hit. This one's cocked, so I'll roll it again. Cocked is if the dice isn't flat. So you always want to roll it on a flat surface. So I get a 1 and a 4. So 1 hits, 1 misses. And then does 1 damage again. So we've got another one dead. So at the end of the castigators and Gryph-hound, we've lost 4. So obviously now that they've attacked, we've got our chain rasps attack. So we get to move 3 inches close to enemy models. So we'll move him as far around as we can. We want to get him around, obviously 3 inches there to there. It gets front of base there, because remember we measure front of base to front of base. So he can get fully around to there. He can get into there. Now, this guy, because of this guy's blocking, he can't get around, but he can get in that way. So he can go there. So we've had our pile-in move, and then each of them gets their 2 attacks. So I get 2 dice, 2 dice, 2 dice. Because you will only have 6 dice, you can roll for 6 and then roll again. Or I can go, because I've got 2 issue 1s, I can go for get my other dice I got in issue 1. Obviously you can buy packs of dice, you can get big dice, little dice, however you want. It is quite nice this size, but some gaming clubs have bigger dice, which are also common. Smaller dice than these do serve little point, because of it's just asking for trouble, like reading how many spots they have on them. So each of them gets their 2 dice. So we get 2 dice each. If you remember from issue 1, they hit on a 4. If not, it does have everything in this issue again. So we're hitting on a 4+. This is a shocking roll. So I've got, out of 12 dice, I should have 2 of each number with statistics. So I've got 2 6s, no 5s, a 4, 4 1s, 3 3s, and 2 2s. So hitting on 4+. these 9 dice all missed, and I get 3. And these weapons do 1 damage each. So I've got 3 damage. So our Castigators are moved after 2 damage, and our Gryph-hound is removed after 3 damage. So I do have 3 damage. So the Gryph-hound has died. Alright. So this is our first round. If we went again, we would have our Castigators go. So they get 1 attack each, hitting on a 3+. So I've got 2 hits here and a miss. So we lose another 2. The Gryph-hound would then go next. Gryph-hound is dead. So now we've got our Chain Grasp. So we've got 3-inch moves. So this guy here gets here. The others are out of range. So I've got 1 in. So he gets 2 dice. Hitting on 4, both miss. So then we go Castigators again. 3 dice. 5 and 3 hits, the 1 misses, so we lose 2. Chain Grasps. Move again. Go in. I've got 2 in base contact now, so it's 4 dice. I've got 3 hits, so that kills 1. Because they've got 2 damage each, we need to get a damage marker, and he gets a marker of 1. So now these attack again, 3's the hit, 2 hits, and kills them. So there we go. Our new models are there we have it. Our Castigators won. They did lose their little Gryph-hound and one of their guys, but they are strong and have defended. So that's our little playthrough mission we have had in issue 3. If we go onto our back page of issue 3, we've got a bit of information, and then on the back, so we're going to have in issue 4, we're getting 4 new models, and we're now getting a technical paint. So please stay tuned for the next one. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you for the next issue. Good night.